Hello and welcome to Unity Update. This is episode 16 and we're here in Lisbon at Web Summit.
So Web Summit is the largest tech conference in the world with more than 50,000 attendees last year.
And we're here to exhibit, as you see behind us, and unveil our steering rig. So Lewis is going to do that on stage later.
But before we go into that, we thought it's been a while since we showed you what's happened with the car. So we thought we'd go back to Sweden and check out how the building is going. Back in Lund, it's been an extraordinary couple of weeks, and over a year of extensive planning and designing and CADing and building and making molds has finally come together just in time for our U17 launch event.
And words cannot describe how amazing it is to see this car coming together. Or should I say cars? We won't hold it back anymore. Here's what's been going on in the last couple of weeks.
So now is really the first time that we can show a car that actually looks like our final product. And of course there has gone a lot of planning into getting this done. So we thought we'd show you some of the parts that have been arriving to our headquarters in the last few weeks.
Well, it's bolts, nuts, cables, bearings, wires, circuit boards, control modules, hub motors, steering motors, suspension, fuse boxes, resins, carbon fiber, LEDs, lenses, tires, brakes, rims, cameras, screens, computers, amongst other things, of course.
Things have also gone through many processes to get where we are now. The carbon fiber bases were made, trimmed, fitted, measured again and again so that they are very exact and get the desired tolerances that we want. While the cables and wires have been measured, cut, stripped, pulled and covered and soldered and connected. The electronics has been put into place, connected, programs have been transferred and uploaded and tested and tested and tested again.
The seat, which is a centerpiece of the car, has been molded, sanded, and then it's been painted and sanded again, covered in padding and then sent to upholstery, and now assembled in the car.
And we've made molds for all the panels that were manufactured in fiber, so they were sent away, they've then come back, been covered in padding, and lastly in fabric.
The lights have been designed, fitted with LEDs behind lenses that have been cut, cleaned and polished, which then have been assembled to the mount, which has been CNC'd, painted and tested, and now been placed behind transparent covers.
Our door hinges have been CADed, then sent away for milling. They've come back and been assembled and fitted with a motorized mechanism and then programmed for automatically opening the doors, and they're now working great.
And the frame has been assembled, reinforced, and the panels have been tested on top of it.
And throughout the process, we got a lot of solid help from these guys.
Now we're putting everything together.
Now, of course, what you see here is still by no means the production-ready car, but as said before, an evaluation prototype. Which means that we build this one to further develop the next one after thoroughly going through all possible optimizations and rooms for improvement.
This is, however, a lot closer to what our production car would look like. And it's the first time we can test the complete functionality of the car with the whole interior and exterior finished with the quality we strive for. So if you notice, we've been showing you 3 cars being built here. It's time to let you know why.
So we like to think about our vehicle not so much as a car, but more as a computer on wheels, a piece of consumer electronics.
Therefore, we want to retail our product where consumer electronics are retailed. To be more specific,
we're at Landskrona in Malmö and our car is going to be sold in-store here.
Mediamark. We're going to have Unity in their stores in a very old area. We're in the Mediamark store here in Malmö. So our booth is going to look something like this area, and it's going to be just over here.
And that's why we built 2 more cars. One is going to Stockholm and one to Malmö right after the U17 launch event, and they're going to be exhibited in the Mediamark stores.
It feels surreal. It feels really surreal. I remember the very first contact we had with someone from Mediamark, or actually with a global CPO from Mediamark, who came to our office, and they totally understood it. They totally understood the product. We didn't even have the prototype yet, but they knew that, yeah, that's the future. That's, it should be in these stores. And now it feels totally surreal that it's a couple of days from now, and it's actually going to be here.
Alright, that was all from the Mediamark store here in Malmö, and we'll get back.
So as you can see back in Lund, the car is finally getting put together, and soon it's going to be able to drive around for our U17 launch event at Landskrona the 7th of December. If you would like to come, you can apply for a ticket in the description below.
So Web Summit is a really good forum for us to exhibit at because there's a lot of new tech and the whole industry really shows what's developing and what's on the market and what's soon to come. So we have so many exciting meetings and new contacts that we're getting here while exhibiting. But I thought we'd check out what we're exhibiting and a little bit of what our team has to say.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I've been here in our stand for the whole day and it's been super exciting. We've had so many great people come by to check out the VR where we show the actual interior of our car, and we had some great positive responses.
1, 2, 1, 2. I have a mix of back pain and adrenaline. It's going great. And I don't know what to say because I'm so excited. I don't think I had a negative reaction yet. So some people go like, wow, this is really nice, this is really awesome. I really love your car.
Really great. Lots of follow-ups to do from now on, for sure. We've got a lot of pre-orders, a lot of interesting partnerships coming up, so it was definitely a great event.
I've been talking a lot about the battery. So I've been developing batteries for a couple of years now. That's my background. I've been working at several different companies like BMW, NVS and Volvo. Everything from what suppliers we intend to use to how we make sure that we have a sustainable solution. It's been great.
That's our booth here at the exhibition, and it's really great to have all these meetings and really get to know people and see what they think of our product and reach out to the world.
But as we said, the main focus of Web Summit for Unity this year is the announcement of our steering rig. So Louis is going to go up with the steering rig on stage in just a few minutes, and I think we should go over there to see what he has to say.
World's biggest tech conference.
Blend of sustainability and autonomy like none before. Here to explain and demonstrate more, please offer your applause to Louis Horley.
This machine could be a whole lot different if we have an opportunity to completely rethink it from the ground up. It must be ergonomic. There must be an improvement in safety. We must be an improvement in control. It must be flexible. And it must be fun to drive. Why don't we take a look at a representation of what it looks like in the flesh. So what you can see here is the two joysticks. Really fluid movement. To go left and right, forward and back. The steering system pivots in the center of your knuckle and it pivots in the center of your wrist. So that every place that you direct that vehicle is a conscious and direct action. The handles have haptic feedback in there and force feedback so that we can enhance the safety and change things like at a higher speed, you want a less turning curve, and at a lower speed, you want a harder turning curve. Some people will want to use the normal steering system, which you can also do. Press a button and use this one here. There is a lot of reasons why you might want to try this, safety or control or something like that, but I promise you, the one reason that you would want to try this more than anything is because it is fun to drive. And when you got 0 to 80 in 3.5 seconds with that thing there, it is like you're piloting a street spaceship. I feel it's a little more up to date with consumer electronics, which is certainly the approach we take with product design in this company. On December 7th, you're more than welcome to join us at our launch ceremony, where we'll show a lot more tricks than this. Thank you very much for your time.
So there you got to see Unity's take on the steering rig. It's a completely revolutionary way of operating vehicles, and it's been developed with external partners for 2 years. So it's a great milestone for us to be able to show it to the world, and we're very proud of it.
And we got some really interesting feedback. People really think it's more intuitive than the traditional steering wheel. And I think the Web Summit crowd really appreciates that kind of tech.
Okay, so that was it for us here at Web Summit in Lisbon.
Now the next thing on our program is, of course, the U17 Launch event. And for everybody that can't make it to it, we will be live streaming it on our website at unity.earth/U17.
And if you would like to be there in person and still haven't signed up, you can still do so. Check the description for more information. And that was it for this episode.
So like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Have an awesome day. Have a good week. See ya. See you at the event.
Okay.
See you at the event.
I think we're...
See you at the event.
Nu har vi allt.
Ja? See you at the event!
Det är ju roligt att vi sa